Hello everybody, and welcome back. Last time we encountered Yanagi and we also faced off against the real culprit behind the incidents regarding the ghost of Mount Odoro, and we obtained a few medals along the way. This time we're going to head back to Riverside and continue on with the story. But before we do that, there was actually one Medabot that can be found as a random encounter that I managed to avoid. And off screen I looked around and I was able to find him. And I actually got some parts from him. So first I want to quickly go over the Medabot that I managed to avoid. Also, this Medabot does not appear alone, it is accompanied by a poison copy. Anyways, the Medabot itself, it's Spider. This is your main source for grapple traps. The head as well as both arms have the same skill. And aside from that, it is a multi-legged Medabot. So the part that I got myself was the cheaper trap, but any one of the other trap parts actually work. As to why I got that part, because this is what I'm trying to build. I know it's not the most appealing visually, but trust me, it really gets the job done. So I will be keeping Hunter and Cheaper Trap, but I will most likely end up changing Berry Waiter and Fly. But for now, that's how our trap Medabot is looking up. Alright, with that being said, let's leave the cave. I think this connects to the outside. Since my clothes are dry now, I'm gonna change back into them before going out. Seems like a good idea. And we got a kimono. Well, let's get going. Yes, and in fact we get to keep the kimono, similar to the skirt, though we cannot use it right now. Erika! Where were you? What were you doing? I thought you had drowned! Sorry, were you worried? Of course! I had a select corps look for you. They said the river you fell in connects to this marsh, so I thought maybe you might have come here. Thanks. You don't have to thank me, just stay out of trouble, okay? Well, thanks to the select corps, the mystery is solved. They even found you, so everything is okay. I never did find the ghost though. Oh yeah, right. Shall we go? Sure. Alright, so let's head back to the entrance of Mount Odoro. But before that, if you may recall, this is the taxi sign, only now it reads something different. I finally saved enough, time to go shopping. So the taxi Medabot is no longer available, meaning that we cannot go back to the downstream area for now, and we cannot talk to Kani, meaning that if you didn't get the second team pet from her, then you will no longer be able to do that. Though don't worry though, you will eventually get all 9 team pets that the game has to, or that you can actually hold. It only means that you will be getting your 4th team pet at a later time. Alright. And of course we have a hermit. I'll see you guys in a moment. And welcome back. Alright. And there we have Karin and Koji. Yo, Iki! It's Koji and Karin. All done with dress up, are we? Never mind. It looks like the mystery is solved. I just don't get it though. To top it all off, that guy in the weird outfit got away. Do you mean the Phantom Renegade? Isn't he so awesome? He's a weirdo. Anyway, we still have a score to settle, but we'll save it for next time. Let's go, Karin. Koji, wait! Let's see each other again. Wow, Karin has her hands full too. Hey, what was he talking about? What did he mean by dress up? Nothing at all. This is a man-to-man talk. Huh? What is that supposed to be? Anyway, let's go home. Suspicious. Well, whatever. Okay, we'll call it quits here. I gotta hurry and get home. Something up? Huh? Did you forget what today is? You always catch Medabots Weekly, right? I gotta get going. See you later. Alright! Today the new version of the Medawatch goes on sale. But I already got one from my dad. Speaking of my Medawatch, it's different from everyone else's? No way, what's going on? You know, I have to go get those broken meta parts fixed anyway. I'll go to the research center and ask Dr. Aki about it. Alright, let's head there. In a moment. I'll see you guys in a moment. And welcome back. Alrighty. Okay, so first off, let's head for the lab to actually get our broken meta parts fixed. Oh, Iki! Doctor, I get the feeling that my Medawatch is different from others. It's as if there is this really mysterious power inside. Oh, wonderful! So you have already used the Metaforce then? Metaforce? A metal's new power. There are all different kinds of Metaforce techniques, depending on what kind of metal you have. Look, your Medawatch already has that function. Is mine special? Well, I can't really say that. You may not know this because you have been in the mountains, but the same Medawatch that you have is on sale everywhere now. From now on, everybody is going to start using the Metaforce. Holy Melaroli! But, Dr. Aki, how did you know that I had gone on a picnic in the mountains? Ahem. In any case, did you want to see me about something? I was hoping you could take a look at these broken meta parts for me. Show them to me. I see. They are fixable. I'll fix it for you, because you did such a good job. Yay! It may take some time though, because I'm as busy as ever. Come back another day to get them. And we lost the broken parts. So before we go anywhere else, does this look familiar? Huh? It's all cleaned up. Is this the Medabot ghost? Well, I'd love to talk more, but I'm very busy, so off you go. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Regarding our Medawatch, it's implied that the Phantom Renegade gave it to our dad, even though we were only shown that he gave him the medal. But anyways, before we leave, let's go talk to Miss Nai. It looks like you're cultivating your medals quite nicely, Iki. I heard all about the great deeds, the great things you have done. What? How do you know about that stuff, Miss Nai? A little birdie told me. So, to reward you for your hard work and dedication, go to the room next door and select one medal. Yay! Are you sure? Thank you very much! Alright, so we get a chance at our second medal. So let's quickly go over them again. So, Monkey Medal. In the next area, there is in fact one Medabot that uses purely interrupt parts, meaning that it will get a compatibility bonus from it. And that Medabot is actually different depending on which version you're playing, but we'll talk about that later. Even with that in mind, I would not recommend the Monkey Medal. Up next, the Chameleon Medal. There is also one Medabot in the next area that has parts that will get a compatibility boost for the Conceal skill. But even then, in that case, that Medabot is not a random fight, it is a scripted one and you can only fight him a handful of times. And even then I would not recommend it, because as soon as we're done with the next area, we will be getting a full set of Conceal parts, so I would say to leave the Chameleon Medal for later. The Rabbit Medal. In the next area, there actually is pretty much a Rabbit Medabot, meaning that it will get a full compatibility bonus from the Rabbit Medal, but it will not become available as a random fight immediately. But even then I would say it's a fine Medabot and the medal can be really useful. Then we have Mouse. You already have Jorat, so if you want to go for it. Then we have... what was it? I think I forgot the... sorry. What am I missing? Alright, so the Kappa medal, in this case. For the Metabee version I will be getting the Kappa medal, and for the Rokusho version I will be getting the Bad medal. The reason is that I always like having both of those for the next area, because there is a specific boss fight that can be quite easier if you have both the Kappa and Bad medals. Aside from that, not much else really. Let me see. I mentioned the monkey, the mouse, the rabbit and the chameleon. Yeah, I wasn't really missing anything. But yeah. We got our Kappa medal and the Bad medal in the Rokusho version, so let's actually leave the lab. Iki, over here! Erika, Erika, what are you up to? Ta-da! The newest Medawatch! Pretty awesome, isn't it? Are you making a big deal about this? What do you mean, this? Why do you have the new version Medawatch before me? I reserved it months in advance, before anyone else. In the whole town! Faster than everyone! Alright, Erika, just calm down. I just can't believe it! Speaking of which, why is mine the new version Medawatch anyway? Where the heck did Dad get this from? We seem to have a problem. Forgive me for my failure. My favorite meta parts were with the ones Yanagi had gotten for us. I bought the newest version of the Medawatch. Let me see. What changed about it? This is not the time to be sitting around talking about Medawatches. Squid Guts! How are we going to make up for this blunder? We should leave that to the younger ones. I'm not going to do the baby talk for this particular member of the RoboRobos, because it sounds stupid. We'll increase our ranks. I have a good idea. Okay, Shrimp Lips, out with it. We'll recruit children. What did you say? You mean to turn kids into RoboRobos? Well, you lost to a kid, so... Kids are much more useful than weirdo grown-ups. You may be right about that. So what is your plan? We use the amusement park. I'll ask Grandpa to help us gather other children. Interesting. Let's give it a try. Are you seriously going to leave this in that kid's hands? If things go well this time, we'll be sitting pretty for sure. You're not really that pretty though. Silence, mortal! Robo-hoo. Okay, well, oh well, back home I go. And yeah, let's do just that. A letter for Ikiterio! Medabots Island is having its 6-year anniversary, I guess, typo. A totally free pass. All the attractions are free of charge. Medabots Island is the island with the big amusement park on it. Alright! I better go ask Mom and Dad. Dad, take me to Medabots Island. I'm really very busy, son. Mom, let's go to Medabots Island. Your mom and dad are very busy right now. That's a no, I guess. I wonder if Erika is going. I should ask. I should go ask Erika and her mom. This is my first time to go to Medabots Island. How about you, Iki? If my husband can fit it in his schedule, the three of us are going to go. Are you going with your family too, Iki? Let's try asking Mom and Dad once more. And yet again, let's ask one more time. Erika's going with her family. That might be the case, but I have to go on a business trip. You never want to spend time with me. You're mean, Dad. Erika's going with her family. Do we look like Erika's parents? Learn some patience. You're doing this on purpose. You're mean, Mom. Alright, that's a total rejection, so let's sleep for now. I wonder if everyone else is going to Medabots Island. I'll go take a walk to the dock where the ship leaves from. So yeah, we have a new area, the Riverside docks, and we have a bunch of returning Medabots that are now random encounters, and one new Medabot. So, I'm going to do this. Now that we know that enemies can use the Metaforce, even though not all of them will use it, anytime we encounter a new Medabot or a old enemy or old Medabot, I will be going over what metal they have as well as the meta forces that they may have available to them. So let's quickly go over the ones in this particular area. So, Fire Flash. It has the Kappa metal, and I will tell you already that most of the enemies that actually use meta forces at this point will usually use their secondary meta force, meaning that they are around level 30. However, just to be on the safe side, I will be talking about all three. So Anti-C, it inflicts a random status ailment on all enemies. Mobility Up, it increases the mobility for all of allies' leg parts. And then finally Meta Force Up, it makes it so gathering Meta Force is twice as efficient. Up next we have Flat Stick. It has the Snake Metal, meaning that it can use the movement Meta Force skill that inflicts virus or bug on all enemies. Cancel Movement, which makes it so all allies are immune to it. And then finally Unbreakable Wheel, which deals more damage the more destroyed parts are on your side of the field. Then we have Giggly Jelly, who is now a random enemy. It has the Jellyfish Metal, meaning that it has access to Bomb Form, which transforms all type of skills into Bomb, meaning they have 100% hit rate and chain damage. Absorb Bomb, which makes it so any bomb attacks heal you instead of dealing damage. And finally Remoteness Up, which increases the remoteness value of all allies' leg meta parts. Then we have Kappa Lord. It also has the Kappa Metal, so it has the same meta forces as Flash Fire. And then we have, actually before we go over the new one, Pingen. It has the Penguin Metal, which is a metal that we haven't seen yet, but we'll discuss it more once we actually obtain it. It has access to the full body repair, meaning that it can restore all broken meta parts on its side of the field. It has access to Unbreakable Wheel, meaning that the more destroyed meta parts on its side of the field, the more damage that attack will deal. This is why I mentioned previously that Pingen will actually become much more annoying to fight, because it may occasionally either use full body repair or Unbreakable Wheel, and it can really deal some massive damage with this second one. And then as for the new Medabot, we have Orkamar. So this is a purely close range Medabot, and it has the Bind skill, meaning that it can inflict, in this case, Wave, which will slow down enemy movement with any attack. And it is also a C Medabot, so it will get a speed boost in the particular battlefields here, which are shore. Aside from that, it has the Squid Metal, meaning that it has access to the Bind and Cancel Bind meta forces at this point, and it may later get access to the Pushover attack. So Bind inflicts Bind on all enemies, Cancel Bind makes all allies immune to Bind, and the Pushover attack will deal minor damage, and if the enemy is in the charge phase, it will make it so once they reach the center of the screen, they will forget what action they were going to perform. Right, now that we went over that, let's actually talk to a few other of the NPCs here. How much is it for a ticket to Medawatch Island? I'm very sorry, but we're completely sold out of tickets. What? No, nobody told me that. This here ferry be the fearsome shark. It'd also be called the Yucatan. It'd be a good name. Arr! I got to sort out the warehouse. Okay. Without a ticket, you cannot pass. And we get the same line of dialogue. Hey Iki, what's wrong? Mom and Dad said they're busy, so they can't take me to Medabots Island. That's too... Wait! I got it! Why don't you come with us? Really? Can I? But you'll have to be our bodyguard for today. Bodyguard? My dad wasn't able to go because of work either. Now we have this extra ticket and we have no guy in our group. I would feel better if you came with us. If that's the case, with pleasure! Okay, here's your ticket. And we got our ticket. Now let's hurry and board the ship. And here we are at the Shark. Unfortunately, we don't really get to explore it all that much. The Shark? Kind of a lame nickname for a ship. As soon as we get there, I'm gonna ride the roller coaster. Erika! Oh, Iki, you're here. What's with the long face? Everyone's going with their families except me. Nobody loves me. Don't say stuff like that. Your mom and dad are probably just really busy. I guess so. Cheer up. We're going to have fun, right? You won't have to be the bodyguard all day, so forget your troubles. You should enjoy yourself. You're right. Of course I'm right. Now cheer up. Okay. We're almost to Medawatch Island. Let's go, go, go! Step lively now, children. Mom is running off the boat faster than us. So many happy kids and adults. As long as people are happy, Metabee Island will always thrive. Who's that guy? He must be an old guy that's really excited to come to Metabee Island. Alright. So here we are at Metabee Island. Also, the area right here, the docks around Metabee Island, it is pretty much identical to the Riverside docks, meaning that if you want to, you can fight as many Giggly Jellies and Orcamar and all of the sea Medabots that you can encounter. And also, I think that's enough for now. So, we are now at the beginning of our next area. Next time we'll actually get to exploring the Medabots Island and learn more about the attractions there. See you guys then.